Call of Duty is a lot of things to a lot of people. I mean, after all, it is one of the most highest selling popular video game franchises of our time, which might be proof that the video game industry is becoming a little bit stagnant. I mean, after all, there are only so many first-person shooters out there.
So what does Infinite Warfare offer us? And is it worth a full purchase? Well, let's find out. Here is our review of Call of Duty Infinite Warfare.
If any franchise has suffered fatigue, it's Call of Duty. With its big budget effects and star-studded commercials, it has become a mainstay of the fall season. Hey, if it's November, a new Call of Duty game will come out. However, this year, the release of this new game has been more subdued as compared to past editions. Maybe it's due to more interesting counter-offerings, or the direction they decided to take with this one. You see, this here is Call of Duty, but in space! And with a huge dislike ratio the first trailer got, this new idea went over just about as well as a fart in church. But this really is just Call of Duty in space. There is really not a whole lot new here, other than just the galaxy setting that it's in. In campaign mode, which is only available in single player, you assume the role of Captain Nick Reyes. In the future, the human race have reached out to the stars for new resources to ensure its survival. But along the way, off-world insurgents, who have no connection to the homeland, form the dreaded SDF. Their goal? Simple. Galactic domination. What else? After a terrorist attack during a parade, Earth's defense forces launch a counterattack led by Reyes himself. The story of the game is, well, pretty fundamental. It's not bad by any means, but everything just felt very textbook. Reyes is the straight-laced, no-nonsense soldier. Salt is the tough female confidant. Omar is the brash and outspoken asshole. The most unique character of all is Ethan, a humanoid robot designed for combat. Yet, has the personality of a human being.
Don't you worry about me. Try and stop me, sir.
When you leave Earth, your main hub world is the Retribution, a large carrier ship. From there, you can choose which missions you would like to do, from going to planets, asteroids, and raiding enemy vessels. By completing secondary quests, they can provide new customization items, as well as other upgrades. Combat in this new Call of Duty Infinite Warfare is broken down into 3 distinct areas. First, there is the run-and-gun shooting, which takes up the bulk of the action. The game utilizes a chain movement system, which allows you to perform running, sliding, wall running, and crawling, but also a few extra tricks, like floating for a period of time as well. The game utilizes checkpoint systems and auto-regeneration when damage is taken. You know, like every new game these days. Hey guys, remember when health bars used to be a thing? Yeah, bring those back. One thing that really did jump out at us was the sound the guns make when you fire them. I mean, damn! When you fire these things, you feel the impact. The sound effects add to the atmosphere of the game, and it really does a great job making you feel like you are in the middle of a futuristic war zone. But, admittedly, the Warzone imagery can become a bit disturbing at times, as it may hit a little too close to home for some individuals out there. And the next part is a little embarrassing, but there were kind of times out there when our comrades and enemies looked a little too similar, to the point where we ended up capping one of our buddies. It's for this reason why none of us are going to be good in real-life war. We'd be court-martialed day one. During combat, you have some secondary weapons at your disposal, such as grenades, seekers, even hacking into enemy robots. You can also call in missiles to designated targets to wipe out groups of enemies.
All right, well, it's my turn.
All right, fine. Here, you take it.
Don't be a hog.
Eh.
Infinite Warfare features zero-gravity combat, where with the grappling hook you can maneuver through space while battling enemies. But our favorite part of the combat were the vehicle levels. Here we take control of the Jackal, a fighter jet, and these parts were really awesome. There are a few aerial combat simulators out there nowadays, or at least highly publicized ones, so it was a real treat whenever we got into the cockpit of this bad boy. The aerial dogfights are quite stimulating, with its turrets, flares, and missiles. On to multiplayer. This game features a class system called combat rigs, which there are 6 in total. They all feature different payloads in which you can choose which guns and other weapons that you can use. And when you choose a payload and find it's not working for you, you can switch out to another one at your next spawn. The rigs feature their own unique abilities and play types, from run and gunning to a more stealthy approach. With the rigs, you can personalize them to your taste. While in the midst of combat, you will be able to level up, which can give you access to more upgrades, which includes keys that you can take to the quartermaster for supply drops. You can achieve score streaks that can give you some extra goodies as well, like calling in Scorcher jets, which have laser guns attached. And with the more leveling up you achieve, you will have the option of selecting other mission teams outside of the default one. The combat online from our end functioned well enough. It's always thrilling when you finally, hey, look, I got one. No. Oh, I'm gonna get my revenge. Oh, poop. Then there is Zombie Mode, which is completely separate from the main game. It's its own separate story, where 4 archetypal characters are whisked away into a horror film which takes place in an 80s-style theme park. You can go at it alone or in co-op. It is so strange to have something so goofy to contrast with the ultra-seriousness and grittiness of the rest of the game. But it does have its charm. The movement is more of a throwback to previous games, and features its own perks and upgrades. To be honest, the zombie mode did bring a smile to our faces, because it reminded us a lot of Lollipop Chainsaw. I guess battling zombies while 80s music is playing in the background. Good times. Kinda wish the whole game was more like this. So, what is our final verdict on Call of Duty Infinite Warfare? That's kinda hard to say, really. For our tastes, we do prefer a game like Overwatch, which provided some real uniqueness with its characters and settings, or Doom with its sheer gory badassness. There is fun to be had in this game, but for us, the space theme really amplified that. If you know us, you know that sci-fi is a genre that we love, so yeah, it's kind of like Call of Duty Star Wars. In the end, this is Call of Duty, and what is here is okay, even if it is treaded on territory, just with a space window dressing. If you're not invested in the series, you're really not missing much if you skip this one. Maybe when Call of Duty Prehistoric Ops or Call of Duty Roman Warfare comes out, there'll be more to offer for the general gamers out there. In the end, we can only recommend this game for the hardcore Call of Duty fan base. As for everyone else, you can wait for a price drop. Or for next year's game to come out. Hey, we all know what's going to happen.
Well, thank you for watching. This was our review of Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. We tried to make this review as informative as we could given the time slot, and if there's anything that we missed, please be sure to let us know what we did in the comments below. I mean, we're sure you're ignited to do that. And if you are, remember, Gene wrote it. So if there's anything wrong, it's his fault.
Oh, I'm sure they will.
I'm your host, William Morris.
And I'm your co-host, Eugene Morris.
Now, before you go, be sure to click on that huge big red subscribe button down there below if you enjoyed the video. And also, be sure to check out some of the stuff that's over here on, or is it over there? Oh my god. Yeah, over there. There it is. There it is. Like, video game reviews. We have a lot of those. We have a Tales of Retrospective, which I'm trying hard to work on and get it out there. We have Tomb Raider speedruns, which people just won't let us stop doing. We have a Sega vs. SNES series, which is also coming back up and running. And so much more to come down the line. What is it going to be? Well, you'll have to subscribe to find out. Meanwhile, thank you for watching. And if you've made it this far in the video, like, clearly you haven't clicked something yet. What are you still doing? Click something already before the video ends. Otherwise, you're going to miss it.